You ever have one of those days where the world looks all shiny on the outside, but deep down, you feel like you're just one wrong step from the edge? That's me, Jamal, 15 and scraping by on the streets of Elmwood Heights, the kind of town where the rich folks sip lattes while folks like me dodge the sprinklers in the park just to stay dry. I was hanging back by the wrought iron fence at Willow Grove Bistro that afternoon, mid-September sun warming the air, leaves just starting to turn gold, and my stomach was twisting worse than usual, growling like it had a mind of its own. But then I spotted them. Elias Hawthorne, this big-shot developer in his 70s, all silver hair and tailored suit, holding court at the corner table like he owned the whole damn valley, which, hell, he pretty much did. And across from him, his wife Sophia, sharp as a switchblade in her silk blouse and pearls, scrolling her phone with that fake smile plastered on, the one that says she's plotting her next move while pretending to care about his day. Elias had built his empire on those rolling hills outside town, prime land for condos and golf courses, but word on the street was he was slowing down, talking about selling off chunks to some shady consortium that wanted to pave over the old family orchards. Sophia? She married him 5 years back, fresh out of some cutthroat real estate firm in the city, eyes on the prize from day one. Folks whispered she was in deep with that consortium, feeding them inside scoops, resenting how Elias still called the shots on every deed and dollar. Me? I didn't know any of that yet. He was just eyeing the half-eaten panini on a nearby table, debating if I could snag it without getting chased off. But as I edged closer, hood up against the breeze, I caught it. Elias glances at his watch, mutters something about a board meeting delay, and Sophia, God, her hand slips into that butter-soft purse like it's nothing, fingers curling around a tiny amber vial, the kind you see in those back-alley pharmacies. She twists the cap with a flick, tilts just enough clear liquid hits his steaming lobster bisque, vanishes like smoke. Then she leans in, voice low and silky. After all we've built, darling, you can't let this drag on forever. For either of us. My heart slammed against my ribs, bam. Bam, like it was trying to bust out and run. Poison? Here? In broad daylight, with waiters gliding by like ghosts and couples laughing over mimosas? Part of me screamed to bolt, melt back into the shadows where kids like me belong, invisible and forgotten. Who'd believe a scrawny black kid in threadbare jeans over a polished queen like her? But Elias. He looked so damn weary, spoon hovering, eyes distant like he'd been fighting ghosts his whole life. And that bisque was swirling innocent like now, steam rising soft. Wrong is wrong, you know? That gnaw in my gut shifted from hunger to fire, and before I could talk myself out of it, I vaulted the low fence leg shaky, voice cracking like thunder. Don't eat that. She just dropped something in it. I saw her, man, clear as day. The bistro froze forks midair, a gasp rippling out like dominoes, that old money hush cracking wide open. Elias's spoon clatters back, eyes bugging behind his wire rims, locking on me like I'm some apparition. Sophia whips around, her pearls swinging like a noose, face twisting from porcelain to fury in a heartbeat. What the hell is this? Some street rat crashing our lunch for scraps. Her voice drips acid, sharp enough to slice the tension, but I plant my feet, fists balled in my pockets, heart pounding wild. I'm not lying. Vial from your bag. Poured it while he checked his phone. Smell it if you don't believe me. It's not salt, lady, it's trouble. Elias leans in slow, sniffs tentative, his face drains ghost white, that boardroom steel cracking as he stares her down. Sophia. What have you done? She laughs, but it's brittle, forced, waving it off like lint. Oh, please, Elias, this urchin's jealous, that's all. Jealous of what we have, what you've hoarded while the world's changing. Eat your soup and send him packing. But the crowd's murmuring now, whispers buzzing like bees. Did she really? Look at her eyes, panicked. And me, standing there exposed, feeling every stare like Judgment Day, but holding ground cause backing down would have broken something inside. Elias doesn't eat, thank God, signals the manager, voice steady but edged like gravel. Call the cops. And you voice it. Tell me everything. Sophia lunges half out her chair, nails digging into the tablecloth. You're choosing him? This nobody over me? After I stood by you through every deal, every betrayal while you clung to those worthless orchards like they were your soul. It's all spilling out now. Her mask shattering. Turns out she'd been skimming docs for months, plotting to spike his meds slow, Make it look like a heart thing, all to force that land sale and cash in with her consortium buddies. Greed wrapped in resentment, you see? She hated how he controlled her future, turned their marriage into a cage of contracts. The sirens wail closer. Cops swarm in, big guys in crisp blues, one cuffing her wrists as she thrashes, spitting venom. You think this ends me? That land's mine, the future's mine. You old fool, hoarding it for ghosts. Elias slumps back, soup shoved aside, looking smaller, somehow betrayed. Yeah, but alive, eyes flicking to me with this quiet thunder. Kid. Jamal, right? You just pulled me from the brink. She gets hauled out, heels scraping, screams echoing till they fade, and the bistro exhales patrons clapping tentative. One old lady slipping me a 20 with a wink. Brave soul, you. But as the dust settles, Elias waves me over, voice gravelly soft. Those orchards? They're not just dirty where I buried my dad. Learn to fight fair. Sophia. She saw dollar signs, not roots. Sit, son, let's talk real. You got a story too, don't you? We do, hours blurring into dusk, him offering a room at his foreman's place, a shot at school, maybe even apprenticing on those hills. Changed me. That day taught me courage ain't about capes. It's about that gut punch when you see wrong and step up anyway. But here's the twist that keeps me up nights. Was justice served, or just delayed? Sophia's lawyered up now, spinning it as marital strife, and that consortium still circling Elias's land like vultures. Community split, half calling her a monster, half muttering he drove her to it with his iron grip. Me? I wonder if I'd stayed silent. Would the world be lesser or just quieter? What about you? Ever stood up and regretted it? Or wished you had? Drop your stories below. Hit like if this hit home. Share with that friend who's overlooking the edges. 'Cause sometimes, the real change starts with one shout in the silence.